Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dead Unicorn, the tabletop role-playing game club. My name's Corey. We're playing Shadow Empires: The Legend of the Five Rings. Woo!
Woo!
I got my big band of players here today, but before we do that, we are going to check out the poll to see who won in our popularity contest. Who's getting the karmic favor? Who the players think deserves or needs a bonus. We do it every week. It's sometime during the week it'll pop up if you're subscribed to this channel. And this week's winner is Narin. It's just how it goes.
Which is fair.
Camera not work?
Your camera is off currently.
And
there
there's
you go.
Tarek. All right, we're all here. It's great. It's wonderful. Let's before I introduce everybody, we're going to say, hey, sign up for my backer kit thing. All you have to do is follow it. Hit the link below to follow the backer kit, and when it goes live, you'll get an email and you'll get to see a lot of cool stuff that's coming for this adventure. I need about 80 followers for it to go live, so please hit that button to follow and get my dreams to come true to make a RPG game for everybody, physical release, and support the channel. And there's a good kitty. So last week, I wished everybody a happy Pride Month, and I said to go out and sabotage whatever you could. And boy, America listened.
Yeah, riots all over the place.
Woo! They sent out the National Guard, the Marines. Good job, America. So, when you introduce your character, I want you to give a message to the American people in order for them to follow for this week, because they are listening and they're going to do what you say. So, we're going to start with Sasha. Sasha, give a message, give an order to the American people, and introduce your character.
Go out there and get a man pregnant.
Agree.
Pride
Hard
Month.
agree.
Hi, my name is Sasha. I play Bayushi Naren. She's the party's duelist. Currently trying to find Rancid Yoimachi's hideout. And also has promised to kill him. So there's a lot of exciting stuff going on. I'll go ahead and pass it off to her partner in crime, played by Tarek.
All right. General
Grievous.
Command, the U.S. public. Continue being gay and doing crime. Let's keep that baseline. We need to bump up production of crime and bump up production of gay. So let's keep those margins high. All right. I'm playing Chihiro Kuranagi, your friendly neighborhood scorpion, who is totally not behind you, secretly being gay and doing crime. I will go ahead and pass it off to Crystal and Moshizora.
Hello. Hey, everybody, free the nipple. I'm Crystal. I play Moshi Sora, and I guess you know me for lighting things on fire.
She's got a flame sword in her.
I do.
She's got a flame sword.
Including your
flame
fellow
sword.
party members' hearts.
Aww. Yes, I am a heartwarming person. And you know what? I'm just being incoherent right now, aren't I? So
No,
let's
you're
pass
fine.
it off to the next person. Matt.
Uh-oh. What would my message to the American people be?
You can't ask me. This is your message.
Don't listen to these crazy people. Have fun.
I think
Vetoed.
Joking aside, I play Doji Daisuke, and let's see. having a little fun with this scenario right here, where I have to help distract Amatsu away from an investigation that we're doing. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. Warrior poet away. Who's next?
I'm the last one.
All right, James, go for
Yeah.
it.
Legalize weed for humans and give your cats catnip.
Excellent. I approve.
And I am James. I play a Ide Youngso, the tiny tank of the group. And, well, I haven't really gotten to practice my music much, but I am a musician too. And I think we're good.
All right. So last time, you guys were on the trail of Rancid Yomachi. Oaths were sworn. People died. Opium was gained. Magic mushrooms were gained. There was a pipe that never got delivered.
I still want that pipe.
You might be able to get it if you go back.
You might find,
On another
or
day, yeah.
maybe Corey will throw you a bone and give you a very crusty, used, possibly really needs to be cleaned pipe, but a pipe nonetheless.
As long as it's made of ivory, I don't care.
Elephant tusks a go-go.
Then you made it back to the graveyard where you are asking the Boseki for a meeting with Rancid Yomachi. And you had to get rid of the lion following you, and Matt's character has done that. They are now a ways off where you guys can talk.
Taking a walk.
Now it's time to kill all these deviants. I mean, talk in favor of them.
All right. I unpause the game, and let's give the map to everybody. I'm going to show everybody this beautiful map. All of the 0 people watching us right now. Watch us live, people, every Sunday
0
night.
is still a number.
It's very important.
And also get a man pregnant.
And
Oh,
I
happy
advocate for
Father's
the
Day,
opposite.
by the way.
Oh, yeah! It's Father's Day.
And I'm a cat
You're going
dad.
to call yourself a father if you didn't bring it to term.
In fact, I think all the guys in this gaming group are cat dads.
Who here has watched Arnold Schwarzenegger's seminal hit Junior?
I still remember the Nostalgia
No.
Critic review of it. I never watched the movie, but from what I've seen, it's horrendous.
I saw it in a drive-through theater.
Drive.
I'm
through.
old.
You mean like it was just playing on the tunnel wall as you drove along? Was it a drive-through?
The drive-in, sorry. The drive-through, drive-in, drive up, drive me crazy.
Bye.
Anyways, Naren's talking to the Boseki. They're
Yes.
asking, they're like, it's hardly worth 1 boo to take, to get our boss out.
Is that what they're saying? Because they weren't starting that last time.
What were they saying last time? I don't remember.
They just said, yeah. They said, oh, we can't really do anything with the lion here.
Yeah. And the next, now they're saying, it's hardly worth, the effort for 1 boo.
Isn't it one koku per
No,
death?
it's 1 koku for samurai. I don't know if he was a samurai or not.
Nope.
Naren says, it's a shame that's a part of the agreement that I made. I've held up my deal. I get to meet Yoimachi. Terribly sorry to inconvenience you while you're doing whatever it is that you're doing exactly.
Well, give me a moment. I gotta talk to my boys. and they'll.
I'm gonna eavesdrop on the talk.
Okay.
With my keen hearing.
Yeah, sure. Make your hearing roll, your super hearing roll.
Or is that gonna be like a courtesy check?
Or
Uh,
skullduggery.
Or skullduggery?
so, yeah, I'm gonna say skullduggery. Sure, you got a good skullduggery, anyways. What's the TN? I'm gonna say it's TN. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's TN3. And it's going to be air, maybe. I forget. Forget what I all do. Air. Earth. Earth to produce. No. Air. Sure.
Okay.
And you get to use your advantage to do your advantage stuff.
Yeah, we'll re-roll these 2 dice. Well. There we go.
Okay. You hear him talk. This is what you pick up. You hear him say, "Hey, hey, you go tell the boss we got to do this meeting." And he's like, "I don't want to tell the boss. You go tell the boss." And he's like, "I gotta sit here. Look, this is my job right here. All right, you don't go do this. You know what's gonna happen." It's like, fine. All right, we'll bring him to the meeting place. Okay, you got it.
Are there any of those urns nearby?
Not where you guys are. They're in this area.
Hmm.
If you want to go over there, you can attempt to.
I don't want to go by myself. But I would like to investigate those urns a little closer.
Okay. Well, you're going to have to do something to do that. You do notice from here, some of them are open and empty. Some of them have big wax seals on the top of them with a some sort of spirit note hanging down from them, like a seal.
Am I able to make out the symbol on that from this distance?
Nope. It's one of those very intricate weaving calligraphy things that kind of at this distance all kind of mesh together into like something.
All right. Well, when I get closer and get a chance to, I'd like to make a religion roll on
I
it.
would love to see you get closer, my friend.
I want to do something as well. The 2 people I hear being instructed to go off and find Rancid Yoimachi, I'd like to break off from the group and go follow them.
Okay.
Stealthily, obviously.
Okay. So yeah, the guy comes back and another guy is like kind of walks past you guys. And this guy says, yeah, we're setting up the meeting. Just sit tight for a while.
Look around us, see there's no seats here, walk forward towards where they are, because there's seats in that area. And it'll get me closer to the urns.
Okay. You can head on
like,
over.
Walk to like this thing so I can sit on that thing.
Okay. They don't stop you. This guy will
And-
kind of come back here.
Am I now close enough to make out the seal?
Huh? It's a spirit seal. Yeah, you can see it.
we go.
There's a spirit seal.
Coming with you guys. Let's not split up.
And theology void to try and get a sense on it.
Sure.
What's the TN?
I'll make it I'm gonna make it a 3.
Okay.
I would also like to attempt this if possible because I'm very concerned that Naurin is now part of some sort of blood ritual that she did not consent to. Can I?
Sure.
Oh no, you unleashed a young she.
Okay, it's theology. Could I go for error for analyze?
Sure.
All right. I'm going to use the 2 opportunity to negate some of the strife on this, and I get a bunch of bonus successes. Well, a pair of bonus successes.
All right. What you get is those are spirit wards for ghosts.
They've trapped a ghost in there.
I
Were
don't
those
know
seals
ghosts.
there on the jars before we came here, or is that new? Like when we came here last time.
Oh, can't hear you. I don't know what happened to your mic, but it's gone now.
It's like cutting out.
Hold on. I got it.
Hello? Hello?
There you go.
Still no? I was asking the last time we were here, did those jars have those? Did that jar have the seal on it, or no? 'Cause we were here before.
Make a TN for Earth, Earth aesthetics check.
To remember the number of sealed jars.
And if you have
whether there's any more.
anything from memory, you can use any memory advantages, but I don't think you do. But this is going to be hard because everything was covered in snow. You were dealing with stuff. This is a small detail. So
I might be able to use subtle observer because I noticed small details like that.
I would allow that.
Go ahead, James. I'll try it. But I believe you would probably do better at this than me, but I'm going to try.
You
You
said,
said it
Earth?
was Earth?
TN for Earth aesthetics. Yeah. Earth is recalling and remembering things.
Or Earth aesthetics.
And with
There's
the
no way.
subtle observer, I get to, let me double check what that says specifically. I can just straight re-roll 2 dice.
Yep.
Nice.
That is generally what advantages do.
Before you explode dice. It has to be before you explode dice.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep the 3 that came up as successes and just throw the blank one into the re-roll.
Sounds good.
And then I hit the re-roll symbol in that box.
You just throw that die into that, and then you hit the button to go.
Ah.
Look at that.
Nice.
Nice.
If only you could keep all 4 of them.
True, but I can keep 3 and one of them's an
It's an
exploder,
exploder.
so. And there we
Look
go.
at you.
There you go.
And because of my bond with Kuranagi, I get to ignore that one strife.
Excellent. Yeah, Kuranagi, not Kuranagi. Youngso definitely recalls that jar being empty before. And this is the only jar that is sealed. All of the others do not have wax seals on them. But they do have little spirit talismans next to them.
When I see Naurin also looking at it, I do make a little gesture like, yeah, that's new.
Angie.
In fact, if she's close enough to me for me to whisper, In fact, I'll get up and just walk back over to her and whisper quietly, a fresh seal.
She'll nod. Because that's what I suspected it was anyway, which is why I asked. I just have confirmation.
The other guys,
And out of character, at least you let the guy get high as a kite before he died. So maybe he's not as in much torment in that jar.
The other two notice your interest in that jar because you didn't spend any opportunity to not
To be subtle about it.
about it. They'll kind of whisper something to each other, and one of them will get up and pick up that jar. Ugh. He'll be like, you three, come on, get over here. And these three will pick up that jar, and they will open up this building and put it inside and close the door and come back out. You notice that their like games and camaraderie and stuff like that have died down since you guys have arrived, and they're more interested in what you guys are going to do rather than anything else.
Naren would like them to let their guard down because that's the best way you might get more information. So she'll be like, "Why'd you stop gambling? I'd like in." And just kind of like very flatly be like deal me in, losers, or whatever. You know
You
what I
got something interesting you can use here.
And I sit at the same area Naren is for this.
Remember
and
what you got
raise
last
my hand
game?
I'm in as well.
The mushrooms?
Mm-hmm.
That's supposed to go to the lady.
No, I think that those mushrooms could be used to get these guys to open up real fast.
High as kites. Well, think about it.
You've never been on mushrooms, so you don't realize just how vulnerable and open they make you.
I don't know if Corey's been on mushrooms and if that's how he'll rule it. Either.
Corey's been on mushrooms before.
Wow.
No, I
I'm just
haven't.
playing. I'm just playing.
I've never been
actually
on
know.
mushrooms.
I don't actually know.
I've microdosed.
I've loved
as
to
a
be on
treatment for my
mushrooms.
depression.
I was thinking of going to Canada and picking up some mushrooms.
They're good.
Like shiitake
Apparently,
or-
Cheech
Yeah.
and Chong have made a gummy of it that's federally legal across all 50.
Huh.
So apparently, in Canada, while they are illegal, it is a non-enforced law. So there are mushroom dispensaries in Canada.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah, they have more important things to worry about than mushrooms.
I've been seeing a lot of Facebook ads that if I had more skills than just customer service, it'd be a tempting thing because London, Ontario is actually reaching out to Americans and saying, hey, come to Canada. We got job openings.
Okay. Tarek, you need to make a subterfuge skullduggery roll.
I would love to. Would you like me to also do fluid shadows to just have taken off into the shadows?
Sure, you can do fluid shadows. You have one success.
I have 2 successes. And 2 opportunities.
All right.
So
As
that's my fluid shadows. That's to teleport into darkness,
I know.
where I'm obscured.
As you move through the shadows, you get the sense that you're being watched.
I don't like that.
Spirits trapped in jars are watching you.
That feels very uncomfortable.
No, remember the
Hoping for
giant
release.
cat eyes that were
It's not.
watching?
Yeah,
from
it's
when you
it's not. It is something else that's watching. It is something that it does not feel like it doesn't feel good. Yeah, you got the right emotion. It's like you're being watched, and it's kind of like raises the hairs on the back of your neck, gives you goose pimples. It's none of these guys here that are watching. It's something else.
These pimples.
I don't like that.
You're not supposed to.
I really don't like that. I'm gonna spend an opportunity to drop my strife by 2 because I'm gonna take 3 strife from being paranoid. I'm gonna drop it by 2 for the spent opportunity, and I'll spend another opportunity to remove 1. I guess fatigue. Okay. And then I will do my skullduggery check. And now that I'm in the shadows, the TN will drop precipitously. If I am in darkness due to, or if I'm in the obscuring terrain due to darkness, the TN of any check I make is reduced by my school rank to a minimum of 1. And I am scoring 5.
Wow.
So I don't know what TN to put in here. Do you want me to just put it to 1?
Yeah.
That's a nice bonus.
Wow.
Well, I'm glad that happened.
Yeah, you at least got the success in there. And you ignore at least one of those. Yeah, because we only have a bond of 1. You ignore one of those.
And the 2 opportunity I will spend on air. I will spend both of those to be even more subtle, to draw minimal attention to my efforts.
Okay. You feel like you're following him pretty nicely. You're not getting caught or anything. You see him. He doesn't seem to go far. This is the when he leaves the graveyard, he passes the temple to Emma O, and walks into a very posh neighborhood. Walking to the next, like, it looks like a very large, high-end establishment place. Like, it is a home, but it is also like walled. It's very good looking. And the guy knocks on the door. The door opens. They have like a little argument, and the guy comes in, walks in. You have keen hearing. They're just like, he's just like, I gotta tell the boss something, and he's like, and the other guy's like, the other guy's like, why? He's like, I can't tell you. Just let me in, and we'll do the thing. And he's like, all right, and he walks in.
Okay.
BRB grabbing a drink.
I will stay outside quietly, trying to await his return.
Okay.
I'm also going to try to case the place.
All right.
This is a really fancy place. Does it look like this is all there is to be seen? Or does anything about the place suggest that there might be like more than meets the eye?
there's a wall that you have to get over or look over. So how are you doing that? Where are you going? What's going on?
I have climbing supplies. The like Nagatepo or not Nagatepo. What are they called? The climbing
Are you
claws.
climbing that wall? Are you climbing a different wall? Are you
Yeah, no, I'm climbing up whatever closest building is tall enough to see over.
okay? So you're climbing up a building and you're going to look into the place. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So make a fitness roll, TN2.
Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Please don't fall.
Is your fitness bad?
No, I have a fitness of 2, but I'm assuming I'm gonna do fitness water to try to scurry up there quickly. I just roll badly most of the time, so okay, I'm good.
Y'all are pretty high level right now, so y'all are making most of these rolls. I could put up a TN, like TN4 makes it hard for you guys now.
Yeah, TN4 would be really hard for me.
TN2 is like easy pie stuff.
Yeah. And my technique,
We fail a fair number of those anyway.
I might have one of the most useful, well, it's like 50-50 useful. It's probably the most useful whenever we're playing at nighttime, which is very rarely, and completely useless any other time of day. But at night, it's really good. Okay, so scurry up the side of the wall, and then I'll be like looking out to try to see what's in that compound, what the compound looks like.
Okay. It looks like there is a large one-story building, a house. You see that there are lights inside. There's like a garden. It looks like, and you look over to other estates that are in the area, and it looks pretty similar to other places. There are definitely places that have smaller yards. There's one that has a really insanely big one, and you're like, yeah, there's probably a line in there that hates you.
Yeah. Probably multiple houses like that.
But this one seems like any ordinary one. There's nobody outside at all. It's like the yard is dark. It is yeah, it is a house. It is a house, and it doesn't look different than anything else in the area.
So this definitely isn't the hideout, quote unquote.
It might be Homie's house.
It might just be where he lives and has some guards posted here. Though it does make me wonder if there could be something underneath the house. Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to be able to find that out right this second. How many people are inside the compound but not in the house or the out at the gate?
There is one person that walks back out towards the gate, and there's a little shack there. And that person gets back into that shack. You notice that he's wearing lion colors.
That is very interesting. Was the guy at the front gate wearing lion colors too? Or was he wearing Boseki colors?
You didn't notice. He kind of like poked his head out.
Okay.
But this is probably the same guy.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to pay attention to how long he's in that shack.
Okay. You wait out there a good 10 minutes. The guy that was sent here comes back out and leaves out that front door again and starts making his way back to the graveyard.
Okay. I will I will start following him back to the graveyard, so I
Okay.
can meet back up with the rest of the group.
All right.
In fact, I'll try to outpace him to the graveyard.
Dice K,
All right, my turn.
you are with the lion, walking through the graveyard in the cold of night. He pulls out a lantern, lights it. Is there anything you want to do with this lion before he gets bored and walks back over to everybody?
Make out with him.
I was just about to make that joke.
Give him a kiss.
Oh no.
Smooch, smooch.
So Daisuke will definitely ask him, so what has been going on in City of the Rich Frog since, the poetry competition? It's been a good few months since I've last been here, so I'm rather curious.
Well, not much. The city has been quite stable until the winter. There have been a bunch of proclamations from Winter Court that have reached the city that have changed how everybody is viewing things. So, in the summer, the unicorn had their wedding, and that changed the political climate in this town. Kitsu Sotaru was taken hostage by the unicorn. And our clan leadership did not like that at all. And has used that as a rallying cry to get the clan prepared for war.
What would be your personal opinion on all this?
I don't have a
Or
personal
all these
opinion on
trying
all this.
times?
I don't have a personal opinion on all this, Crane-san. Follow orders.
Understandable.
I'm an honorable samurai, and I listen to the leadership of my clan. I hear that in the Crane clan, things are not as cut and dry.
Well, I can most certainly say that things have made me question a few things of what I've seen of my clan.
Well,
these past
maybe
few
you
months.
should trust your lord. They are your lord that you have sworn to.
I wish I could say such things, or wish I could have the same sentiment. I could most certainly tell you, my time in Shinneman Forest has definitely had me question not my loyalties, but my previous mindset, to say the least.
Matt. I'm sorry. Mart the Sling, Daisuke Senpai.
What?
Thank you, commenter.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. The chat.
So essentially,
the chat is,
basically, Daisuke is just
the-
trying to fill in the air.
the chat is cheering.
He had some personal revelations.
The chat
That's-
is cheering for you, Matt. The chat is cheering for you. That is what is happening.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah, he says that it must be nice to afford oneself the luxury to do that.
Well, put up against life or death.
To put up against
There's
life or
the-
death, I would put up my life for my clan and for my lord. That is the samurai way.
Of course.
So you asked me to question my loyalty just a second ago. How do I feel about what my lord has done?
Or just...
I
the
ask
state of
you.
affairs.
I ask you. What is the real reason? What is happening to throw your lot in with a group that has taken one of my clanmates into a torturous interrogation.
You know what? Like, as the player, I'm kind of questioning where I want to take it, because like part of me is like, I want to be honest with this conversation, but part of me is like, how well would this go if I even say anything revealing?
I don't know. You brought it up.
Yeah, I know.
You literally
This was
told
your
her who you
conversation.
were. You said the shit in Forest. You brought it up. Of course he was gonna know who you were after that.
Fair enough.
Don't mind me, just digging my own grave.
As always,
Oh god.
like I said, I'm a terrible role player. All right. Well, all I can say is this, Lion-san. When the veil is lifted and you see some truths play out in front of you, a lot of things will come into question. I won't begrudge you for your loyalty. And I truly hope that there never will be a time where we ever would have to cross swords. But it seems I might have to just follow my own ideals at this point. Whether it works with my clan, personally, I prefer to align with the greater good of the Empire. But
Align with the greater good of the Empire. I just don't. Yes, you are correct there, Crane-san. I do not see whatever truths you see. Whatever it is that's going on. Yes, I know. I have seen and heard of the document claiming some grand conspiracy. That the Lion are involved with it at the highest levels. But I also see the Unicorn making their own play for the throne. And it's strange that you don't see that when your lord does.
Oh, all I'm going to tell you is it's a multi-clan endeavor. There are plenty of collaborators between clans.
So it has been told to me. From what I know, and you are Doji Daisuke.
Well,
your master, the White Dragon,
yes,
not only is conspiring against the Empire, he has done so since he was a boy. Killing his own family. The man murdered his mother, the Empress. And that is the man that you claim to serve, is your master. So, I would not like you to question my involvement in what I am doing here today. I do my job with righteousness.
Well, I simply hope that the truth will come out
I hope so too.
sometime in the future. And maybe it might change your mind. Maybe it might not.
Maybe it might change
But I
your
won't
mind.
begrudge you for your point of view.
Perhaps it'll change your mind when the truth actually comes out. Or maybe you're just blind. Willfully so. And will be your downfall. I guess we'll go back and see what they have accomplished in rooting out Rancid Yoimachi.
Well, and
I have trusted you
yes,
to bring this villain out into the open. So, let us see how good your word actually is.
all right. And also, despite our personal differences, I do find you pleasant company. Thank you for being accommodating. And he's being sincere about it.
I know he is. He's being very like.
So, like, I do
But,
kind of want to throw
you know,
him off a little.
The lion in
Like,
his head is
Why
like
are you so nice to me?
is like that is crane pleasantries 101. That is 100% just what a crane would say, no matter what.
Don't believe your lying eyes and ears.
Okay, you guys can make it back. Narn and Youngso and Narn in their disguises are trying to get the Boseki to gamble with them, but the Boseki bosses are like, no, we don't trust them yet. Whatever they're trying. Oh no, I hit the escape button again. No, what did I do?
What does that do?
It pulls up reload application, which is the return to setup user management or reload application. There's nothing I can't get out of this. I don't know how to get.
Let's escape again.
Nope.
Escape the escape.
I hit escape and it goes away for a second and comes right back.
Really?
Yeah,
It
Killer
usually works
Crystal,
for
check
me
it
when
out.
I do escape and then escape again. It escapes out. Wow.
Click somewhere not in that window.
Okay, I'm just going to reload the application. If I do that, nothing happens to you guys in the WebKit because I have it in a separate window, which is nice. Yeah, anyways, the couple Boseki bosses are like, no, we don't trust you enough to play games with you quite yet.
Naren says, that's offensive. What, do you think if I lose, I will take your head off in a rage? Or do you simply think you can't beat me?
I pick up the deck of cards from the table anyway, shuffle, and deal a game for Naurin and I to play.
We'll play.
He
in
says,
front of him.
you know what? I'm getting the feeling that you wouldn't take my head off in one of these games. That's the feeling I'm getting.
Not unless you cheat.
It feels like you're just using us to get to our boss. That's the general perception I'm getting. So, I'm keeping an eye on you rather than, I don't know, being your friend, at least for right now.
That's fine. We could have feigned some level of, we could have played a nice game, feigned some level of camaraderie. and had a good time rather than waiting here in the cold. But if you insist, go right ahead. It's not like I have made my intentions of meeting your boss hidden. I required that as part of my arrangement with him from the moment I accepted the deal. It's no big secret that I desire to meet the man.
All right.
Knock on the table to indicate that it's Naurin's turn.
And he says, "Oh, look, and the lion's back too." "Hey, lion son, why don't you go take a walk?" And he doesn't say a word. Just stands there watching you guys. "Yeah, this stinks all over. I don't like it at all."
I thought I had him at least out there for a good while, but I guess not
You
long
did
enough.
have him out there for a good while.
You had them long enough for them to go off to get the big boss, and for it almost be time for Kuranagi to make it back before they get
Yep.
back.
Kuranagi comes on back.
So you did good. I mean,
Kuranagi
the
comes
only way
on
you
back.
could have done better is if somehow you convinced him to go home to his bed. Maybe by offering to join him. I don't know.
I mean,
I'm not playing my character that way.
the Crane are part of the Gozoku. So
they are a kid. They are
already technically in bed with the lion.
They are technically skilled at warming one's bed.
Kuranagi comes back. Kuranagi, you have a chance to say a couple things before the runner comes back.
I'll just say, I went to relieve myself, and now I come back and we still haven't gotten any progress.
All right.
It's
You
woke
want to
up
make
at
a you want to make a courtesy roll for lying?
About peeing. It was too cold to piss in the snow, so I had to go find someplace I can go pee.
Look up at you, gesture at the cards like, you want in?
Depends on the stakes.
Also, Corey, should I go back to half my composure since it's a new scene for Daisuke?
Yeah, let me
since
hit the
he's
button.
back.
There. Button done.
Appreciate it.
So, does Kuranagi lying about going to take a piss count for anybody with that on their bingo card?
I
don't
always
have
lie
that
about
anywhere.
I don't know where my bingo card is at the moment.
You had Kuranagi takes a piss on your bingo card.
I know that
One
going to urinate is
character.
one
One
of
or
the
two
options.
All right, that's a good roll. That'll probably convince everybody you went to go take a piss.
Meanwhile, I will say to Naurin specifically, I think I found their house. Seems like they're working with. Wait. Found house. Think they're working with Lion.
Okay. Mark the Sling. Thanks for cheering
And I'll drop the
Daisuke.
drive.
Daisuke is a great role player. Open your mind, let the wind flow like music through a flute at autumn's dawn. Or do a line
Oh
of
god, he opened
cocaine.
his mind. Now he's dead.
That's what he does before he plays D&D to get into the mood. Kidding. No, like, I know a lot of role players that before a game, they have, like, their character's soundtrack, and they'll put that in and listen to it before they go to a game to get themselves in the mood to play that character.
That's what Tarek and I do, but
what I do,
especially me.
yeah.
So, yeah, he says it's kidding. He doesn't do that at all. It's actually the meth. And
Oh, okay. I don't do that. The character playlist is enough.
Yeah.
and he says that's a great
Used
map.
to,
And I'm like,
not anymore. Not since the prescription expired.
and I would like to say I wish I could make these maps myself. It is iVibe map. This is made by an AI generator. It's made by Midjourney. So you can tell it to make a D&D style map in whatever you kind of want. And I asked it to make a Japanese graveyard, and it did. So I'm very happy.
Subscribe to our Patreon so Corey can pay me to make all of his maps.
Yeah,
professionally.
I mean, give me
'cause
money, and the quality will increase, and I will pay people to do cool stuff that I cannot do. That is basically what I'd like to do. That is why I'm asking you to sign up for my backer kit to follow it, so I can make money to put back in the channel and make the channel even better. That is the goal.
I have the plan that if I ever win huge on the lottery, I'm going to make a production studio for us.
Ooh, I will not be holding my breath for that.
Hey, I know.
But that is
getting struck by lightning twice crossing the parking lot.
That is an awesome sentiment, and I thank you for that sentiment. Anyways, the Boseki, the last Boseki guy comes back, and he runs past you. He runs up to these guys and says, "We're all ready." And he's like, "All right. Ladies, gentlemen, samurai, let's get going. We're heading towards," and he gives you 2 street names.
Duck and Pond.
Duck and Pond. Let's go.
Maine, but spelled M-A-N-E because it's the lion's mane. We're in Lion
Main
District.
Street.
Mane and
I'm
tail.
going to go to the Duck and
The
Cover.
intersection of mane and tail.
Duck and cover. That's a pretty good one,
The
too.
duck and cover. Okay, who's got lanterns on them? I forget. Your sword's gonna run out before you get there. It's the end of the scene. Who's got?
Don't need one.
You don't need one. Mart, thanks for the $5. What would Narn think about a glorious fight to the death with a Matsu Death Seeker?
Who's the Matsu Death Speaker?
Death Seeker.
Death Seeker.
It's a tradition that Matsu go through if they, not even just Matsu, but a lot of lion.
No, Tarek. I don't care. What I'm asking is this commenter asking to 1v1 me with his own character, or is there a Matsu Death Speaker in this game somewhere?
I don't know if he's asking to 1v1 with his own character.
Because that's what I'm wondering.
But I guess with just a Matsu who has become dishonored and wishes to re-honor themselves through glorious combat and die for their clan, would you give that Matsu their death?
Probably.
Or die trying? Yeah, I think Naren would 100% do that.
I think Naren would.
Naren gets it.
I think there are others in the party who might not go this that route. That 1v1 honorable thing probably wouldn't work for some of us, but
Well,
Naren for sure. Maybe
if,
even Laura.
if Mr. The Sling wishes to make a character if he doesn't have one, we're all currently at 173 and /174 experience points.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, Mart says it's not him, not his character. I assume Mart is a guy. I have no context for that.
I've only had a couple line conversations with them on the Discord, and so I have no idea either.
Hey guys,
If I die, I'll make a Matsu Death Seeker, and then I will duel Naren.
I'll put one in there's going to be a mass battle at the end of this thing. We can put one in there.
Perfect.
Unless y'all do something amazing that stops the war before it happens.
That would be lovely.
That's a possibility. Anyways,
That would ruin his final act, though.
Sorry, Matsu.
would you guys like to go to the meeting?
The corner of Duck and Pond, yeah.
Yeah, the corner of Duck and Pond.
I think we should.
What's a duck called in Japanese?
Quack.
Pato? That's it in Portuguese. In Spanish, right? Pato?
In Russian, it's utka.
Utka.
But I mean, like,
Kiru.
Japan. When Japan didn't have these kinds of things, they took the
Or
Portuguese
Kamo?
word for it.
Kamo?
What's a duck?
It's either Kamo or a Hiru.
Ahiru would be the
Yeah, a hiru
the
or kamo.
our language.
Kamo is a wild duck, and a hiru is like just duck.
Oh. Okay.
Kamo also means an easy mark, so it can be.
A sitting duck.
Oh, come on.
Like a sitting duck.
And in
I
katakana, the loan word for it is daku.
I had a player in my game play a Matsu Death Seeker. His battle cry was "Kill me!"
I played a Matsu Death Seeker at one point.
Okay, let's go to the meeting place. As you go, as you move through the city and get closer to the meeting place, you see figures down the road.
Black screen.
Yeah, we see nothing.
I know. I got to get your icons on the board.
Well, if you say we see something and all we're seeing is black, we're going to say something.
I know spy. Nothing.
And okay. I'm going to give people lanterns, but I want to describe what's going on before you can interact, okay? Let me
Yeah, makes sense.
give you
Set the scene.
set the scene for you guys, because that's what I was trying to do before you're like, we see nothing. Who has a lantern, by the way? Naren has a lantern.
I also have a spare if anyone wants one. Or wants to have one.
Whoops. Torchlight. And torchlight. Okay. So as you're walking down this street in Lion District, oh, I gotta bring out the lion. Where's the lion? He's under Lion Clan allies. Okay. As you're walking down this road, a light snow starts to fall. I want everybody to make a TN3 Void meditation roll.
TN3 meditation void.
Meditation Void roll.
I don't like that.
Nah,
I
me
don't like a
neither.
lot of things.
I don't like
There's
that
no
one bit.
making you happy here.
Too many dice on the screen.
I'd like to change this to a
The bonus
TN2.
successes help? Corey?
Pardon?
Do bonus successes help?
No, the bonus successes won't help.
Okay, so just
advantages for self-control? Understanding one's own self? Having something spiritual? A spiritual resistance? Advantage? Something like that. If y'all have something like that, you can pitch it to me.
What about disadvantages? Lost memory, fear of death, or paranoia?
Fear of death, yes.
Okay, well then I needed to re-roll 2 of those dice.
Yeah.
Can you I'll just re-roll the entire check. How about that?
Okay.
I had already finished it.
Paragon of Courage.
Yes, Paragon of Courage, you can reroll 2 dice.
Is this going to be something that has to do with a short fall?
And reroll 2 of those successes, Tarek. Nope, not with a short fall, no.
I got successes.
Okay, let's see who wins and who fails. I'm going backwards. Kuronagi fails.
Eh. I fail.
Nothing seems to
Sora
write about it.
fails.
I don't know what's going on.
Young So succeeds. Naren succeeds. Daisuke succeeds. Okay. For those of you who succeed, you are fine. You do feel like in a kind of an oppressive, like, emotion suppression. Like, there's something that wants you to just kind of give up. Like, you kind of get that feeling that, hey, wouldn't it be nice just to not care, not do anything? None of this kind of matters. And you shrug it off. The rest of
It's
you,
the physical representation of depression.
Moshi Sora, Kuranagi. Kuranagi, you gain a void point for failing that roll.
I did.
Kuranagi and Moshi Sora. A couple things happen. First, you get that
Too
feeling.
bad this wasn't an initiative check.
An emotional, like, suppression. A feeling of ennui. You can remove 3 strife. But you may not go on fire stance. Fire stance or fire approaches are banned.
Okay, so no strong feelings.
Okay.
All right.
I am going to use my opportunity to choose a ring other than void and reduce the TN of my next check by 1 if it uses that. So it's going to be earth.
Okay. Anyways, you meet at the intersection. You see Rancid Yoimachi, or you think that's Rancid Yoimachi. You see this man. He is gaunt and pale, wearing white and black. Let me show you his picture. View token artwork. Show players.
I knew it. A Japanese vampire. Or
He
better
looks
yet,
like he
Rokugai
sparkles.
Yeah, yeah.
A gaki that's retained sentience.
He looks like he could get pregnant.
He does.
He's totally Empire.
Sasha, you have a problem. It needs to be addressed for the month.
Okay. He is standing on he has under one of his boots a small, it's not a boot, it's Japanese sandals. A small cask. And he says, so, you wanted to see me. Well, here I am. I can't say that I'm not interested in you as well. Why don't you come a little closer?
Naurin will stop just before they start getting antsy. So if they start to, like, freak out, then she'll stop.
Not going to let her walk alone,
I mean, yeah, we should.
but I'm going to stay a
Move on
couple
up.
paces back from her, since she's the one leading the show.
My name's Yoimachi. I guess you could call me the big boss around here. But I'm sure you heard all sorts of things. Gotta say, I'm building myself a reputation.
I have as well. I presume that's why you chose me specifically.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you've been a bit of a disappointment. I wish you would really consider my offer. Tell you what. How about I double it? 2 brew for a person. 2 koku per samurai. I mean, it's really gonna tax my my coffers here, but I think return on investment is it's gonna be all right, but I'll need that commitment from you. Can you meet a quota? Can you go out there and make some noise?
Perhaps. I'm rather curious what goes on after I end a life.
I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. Look, you're just one small piece in a larger puzzle. Technically, things are gonna happen whether you are part of it or not. And I'd like to make you part of the grand, glorious part. A celestial plan. The gods demand it. Ever since you stepped into the temple, the hidden temple of the Kirin, and the gods blessed you. You and your friends here, just like me, have the favor of heaven.
Really?
We're allies. You just don't know it.
Whose fortune do you bear?
Oh, that would be telling. Ah, that's a good question. Ooh. Smart lady. He flicks a boo over to your feet, lands in the snow. There's your pay. I'll tell you this. I don't follow the forces of Jigoku. I spit on that. In case you're wondering. But hey, people around here call me Rancid. They feel the overbearing weight of their own souls. And they don't like it, except for these gentlemen. I mean, we're getting rid of the opium trade, right? You gotta get your fix somewhere. How are you feeling?
About the opium. I won't notice when it's gone.
So many people will. It's gonna be glorious.
Gonna be riots.
So,
Who do you
are you servant for Emma O then?
Smart lady. Smart lady.
Low voice so Kuranagi can hear, but not Rancid in his group or anybody hanging back. He seems hungry.
So what about you? You doing the bidding of old Benton and the Kirin? You even know what they want? I'd go ask.
I would, but I don't have a direct line to heaven.
Oh, don't you now? Such a beautiful, well-spoken lady doesn't have a direct line.
The Kirin said to oppose the Gozoku.
Yeah. You should. Any
Wait,
any other bright insights there? Youngso-san, is it? You're the little one, right? Gotta get it straight. You guys are racked up quite the glory. You're coming to town, I had to do my research. Make sure I know who each and every one of you are. I don't know.
Considering
You guys-
my glory is below 50.
You
He had a
guys,
hard time.
you guys are looking, I don't know, keeping a low profile because you're trying to come track me down. I guess that's a good idea. Still, you got yourself that lion tail over there. Hello, Lion-san. The guards coming anytime soon? He doesn't move a muscle. He just has his hand near his sword just in case.
Or he does that like
Naren?
a slow blink where he like blinks like one eye after the other.
Naren turns to look at the lion, and she starts to remove the peace tie on her sword, and she says, "Perhaps I will be taking an extra koku from you today, then."
The lion, the Matsu shakes his head and says, I wish you didn't do that.
You might want to wait, Corey, because as soon as she gets that peace tie undone, she looks at the lion and says, "Now is your opportunity to do something good for this." Like, what's the equivalent of the would God's Forsaken be appropriate?
Fortune's Forsaken or Kami Forsaken?
For this Rancid city. How about that? And she'll turn back to Rancid Yoimachi and say, "Sorry, I think it'll just be a boo, but your men will probably have to pay me in your stead."
He kicks the cask into the middle of everybody, and you see a fuse.
I can't
Boom!
extinguish.
Everybody dives for cover, I assume.
Yeah.
I was going to say, since I do have Imbue Thunder, could I just stomp on the fuse and put it out, and then just look at
Thunder.
it like,
Let's check. I'd love.
Because he knows explosives.
I know explosives. I know what that fuse is, and I just stomp on the fuse before it can get to the main part.
Imbued Thunder.
Unfortunately, I can't use a fire spell right now to put it out.
Oh, I can't go onto fire stance either, so I can't do it either. Yeah. Extinguishes fire. That's
Thunder
right. I thought it was water
is
for
a
some reason.
ritual.
It's a ritual on how to make these things.
Yeah. No, the fuse is small enough. It's made to be like a grenade that it comes down. And what I'm going to do though is I'm going to make this a fitness roll where everybody can dive out of the way, and your shortfall is going to inform how much endurance, how much damage you take. It will be absorbed by armor, and then you can convert that into fatigue.
Can Naren make a fitness roll to kick it back at them before it goes off?
That's the whole point.
That's why my simple stomp didn't work. It
But
was
I
too
will
short a
say
fuse.
this. The two players who did not make their meditation roll, you don't care about death right now. And one time this scene, you can declare that you do not want to defend yourself.
Without spending a void.
Without spending a void. You can just say, I don't want to defend myself. And I will allow you to do something sacrificially heroic if you feel that you wish to do that. That said, it's not a good idea.
Well,
I will tell you that.
What about using Lightning Raid so that we move out of the way of the explosion? It makes us act faster in initiative.
Lightning Raid. Let me check out that. Lightning. Where is Lightning Raid? Ah, here it
it
is.
is a shuji.
Let me just check out what it says. Uh,
And since I have that one as well, if Naurin's doing it, I could be assisting her.
I will allow you to use Lightning Ray to react to this. What it will do in this context is it will allow everybody to... You will be able to use your fire... I'm going to say what will happen is, if you make this, you can give everybody physical a physical reduction of 1 + 1 for each bonus success.
Okay.
And you can one person can do the roll, and you can aid the other person. You both have to be on fire stance for your initiative, though.
Okay. Let me make the roll. I'll do it. You give me assistance.
That sounds perfectly fine to me because
Are we rolling initiative first?
No,
Is that what you're saying?
but this will count for initiative too when it comes into play. But this is like a reaction thing. So Narin was undoing her peace tie, and that was her like kind of pre-battle thing. And his is, I'm gonna shoot this grenade at you.
I was trying to trick him though and make him think that I was gonna go for the lion. Why did he light this stupid thing?
And I'm pretty sure Naurin has a higher command rank than I do.
I have a 2 right now.
Yep, that's higher than me. And your fire ring is...
4.
Yep, that's also higher than me. So definitely I am the one giving you assistance.
By the way, when he kicked it, y'all will notice this after it explodes and y'all all get away. But there was a striker underneath that cask.
There would have had to be.
Yeah.
Well, in order to avoid... Oh, well, okay, so did it explode at this point, or no? Like, I'm still...
We're first seeing if we get bonuses to getting out of the way.
Yeah. Because I'm going to do my fitness roll, and Daisuke will help Moshi-Sora,
Everybody gets physical resistance 3 plus whatever your armor is to this roll.
Does being on fire stance make the strife that I take for that count?
Yeah. You still take
So
the
then-
strife. Yeah.
No, I think she's asking if she
That's
gets
another
bonuses.
4
Oh, yeah.
Are we in combat?
Oh yeah.
Because we're in combat. He just threw a bomb at us. And you said we'd have to be on fire stance. So if I'm on fire stance...
Sure. Okay. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So everybody is able to get out of the way of the explosive with quick acting reactions from everybody.
I'm assuming we're all like just scattering about.
Okay, I guess it's initiative.
Okay, so we don't
No
even need to
encounter
make
on
our
the
fitness
initiative
check.
Yeah. No, you don't need to make your fitness check because of that roll.
We all react because of Naurin's excellent roll, my assistance. We all reacted before we were ever in danger.
This dude right here does need to make a roll against the explosive because I assume you don't put this guy in with the...
I'm not gonna put this fucker, no, but I will give it to the lion.
Oh, like, yeah, the random guy who brought us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, no, not the Boseki. He's not gonna
Difficulty
get it.
6.
The lion, I will give it.
The Matsu.
The Matsu.
He's on...
I don't have access to my notes, and I'm bad at names, so he's just the lion until I get those back on the other pages.
1, 2, and 3. Finalize this step. Apply strife. And yeah, he takes fatigue. Okay.
Why did my brain just make a pun out of the Gozoku name in Ozempic? Gozempic! See if it's right for your Rokugan today.
I guess that's initiative. Let me get all of these guys.
TN1 tactics.
Yeah, it is a TN1.
Click the
Tactics
D20
roll
on
for
the
skirmish.
initiative tracker.
So it didn't explode.
You are no use. Don't use.
It did explode. We all got out of the way.
Yeah, it exploded. But
right,
y'all,
you wanted
y'all
to use
all
it under here.
under the directive guidance of both Youngso and Naren, you all fled out of the way. Like as soon as that thing
his
kicked,
foot was thrown back, we shouted "Move!"
yeah,
You're like, boom! And we run.
What the hell? That's my meditation check. Where's my actual initiative check?
it's under the cross swords.
Everyone's initiative should be increased by my firing plus bonus successes. On that,
Yes. I'll change your initiative
So-
after it's done.
Okay, so my initiative is counting itself as meditation instead of tactics. That's weird.
Are we on the right? Hold on.
Oh,
We're-
yeah,
we're
mine
gonna
says
do
meditation
it.
as well.
too. Yeah. it's
Hold
supposed to
on.
be
Hold on.
I have a higher
Clear
tactics,
initiative.
Yeah, that's a better roll than I should be getting.
Clear initiative.
I have a better roll on tactics.
Sorry, guys. It's on duel instead of skirmish. So let me just make sure. Clear initiative.
All right,
Everything's
I tossed
clear.
away the roll.
Is okay. That's an intrigue. That's a duel. This is a skirmish. Okay.
Now we roll.
Okay. Now you can roll. Yes.
My previous
That's
roll
on
was better.
tactics. Oh yeah, mine
Mine
was
wasn't.
too, but it was bound to be since I had 2 more dice.
None of my successes had strife on them, and this one did.
I have 2 fewer
Don't worry about it.
successes
You
now.
don't even need to keep any successes. You're about to move up in initiative a crazy number. An absolutely bonkers amount.
Just using my
So-
opportunity to not take strife.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
using my
for some
opportunity to
reason-
figure out what Rancio Machi's
Oh
disadvantage
yeah,
is.
and bump me up 1 more for that void opportunity I had.
Sure, but I'm having a problem with these. Oh, I put in Boseki thugs and not Boseki boss. These are Boseki bosses.
They're bosses.
Boseki boss. There we go. Okay. Good. Now I can add these guys to the combat list. And this guy took 3 endurance. And now I can add them. It still says Boseki thugs. What the? Boseki boss. Add. And that says Boseki thug. Okay. I see what's going on here. Boseki boss is supposed to be an adversary, and it's put in as a minion. Okay, let's try it now. There we go. Earth stance. Apply strife. Earth stance. Apply strife. And Earth stance.
Question for those who know the system a little better than me. I have 2 opportunity available. I could either make other characters receive 2 strife to target me, or I can cause Rancid, because he's got to be tainted, to take 2 strife directly.
Give him strife. Give him strife.
I have a question. How much am I increasing everybody's initiative by?
Like 4 + 7 or something crazy like that.
Okay.
So your ring plus bonus successes, was it?
Firing plus bonus successes. So bonus successes
6.
was 6.
7.
No, that
No,
was
6. You're right. 6.
Yeah, 6.
6.
There you go.
So what's your firing?
4.
So 10.
So 10, and
Shit.
I'm gonna get 11 instead of 10.
Update combatant initiative value to.
Or
All right.
wait, no, actually you can't do that because what it did was reduce my TN by 1, but I can't be lower than 1.
Why did my dice roller show up?
So, Corey, the 2 opportunity, I'm making a tainted. Every tainted character in this scene gains 2 strife.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that's Rancid. I'm not sure if it's any of the other Boseki.
Do I get his disadvantages? I spent my opportunities to get any disadvantage but the Yomachi has.
Give me 1 second.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Disadvantage from Yoimachi. Of course, I didn't put down his advantages and disadvantages. I always forget things on different tabs. I don't want to go through all of the tabs.
He's a stinky boy.
He's literally rancid.
He's rotting.
Sad. Hygiene.
I'm going
Or
to give him the
disadvantage.
overconfident disadvantage.
Overconfident.
Sounds reasonable.
Adversity. Go.
I would like to use I'd like to use 2 of my opportunity from my initiative roll, to establish an absence, of something if you'll allow me.
I don't know what that means. What are you talking about?
Notice something missing or out of place in the vicinity that is not directly related to the task. At the GM's discretion, you may establish an absence, such as a lack of shoes outside, indicating the occupant's absence.
I'll give you more than that. You have a second lion.
Following us. Yeah, I already knew, but I actually wanted to use that to say that he has no more bombs, to establish an absence.
Oh, you want to establish an absence?
Yes.
That he has no more bombs?
Yes.
Okay.
That he and guys have no more bombs. That was it. They're big.
You can say
blowout.
that Yoimachi has no more bombs. The other Boseki bosses do have bombs.
But I'm trying to use that to say that they don't have any more bombs.
Not all of them. You can say that was his only bomb. I'll
But
allow
it's
that.
missing or out of place in the vicinity. It doesn't say one character.
They would not come without bombs. That's what their thing is right now.
Fine. Well, Rancid Yoimachi can have 2 strife.
Okay.
And I guess what were you saying? You were saying that there's another lion that's following us, the ninja.
Yeah, the ninja lady.
Yeah.
2 tails.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where are we with initiative? Begin combat. Doji Daisuke, you're up first.
All right.
If they have bombs, get up in their faces. They'll blow us all up if they try to use them.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
see.
how you counter that.
Let's see, attack and movement action. Oh, let's see. That's 0 to 2 range bands, so I am not close enough for it. All right, so let's see. Since I'm in water stance, I will have Daisuke take a calming breath, removing 2 strife. And
1
he
strife
is also...
and 1 fatigue.
Huh?
That's 1 strife and 1 fatigue.
Yeah, not
as
one
long
strife.
as you're at
1 strife and 1 fatigue
above your
as long as
halfway
you're-
point.
As long as you're over half.
Okay. So... All right. You know what? I think I'll save that for opportunities then. So hold on, I'm gonna retract that action. All right, so I am going to undo the peace tie on my Wakizashi,
Okay.
and let's see. Let's see. I assume this guy is one of the Boseki.
That's right.
All right. Actually, you know, he's within range for a flowing water strike. So I think I'm gonna do that. So the effect, if you succeed, the target suffers physical damage equal to your water ring and suffers the bleeding condition. The target must resist a TN4 fitness check, or if he's on Earth stance, 2. If he's on Fire stance, 5. If they fail,
He's
increase
on
the physical
Earth
damage they
stance.
suffer by your weapon's base damage. So it's an attack and movement action. It's a TN3 martial arts water check, using the appropriate skill with the readied weapon.
Okay.
And it has to be readied. It's
You
not
don't
an
you don't have a readied
iaijutsu.
weapon.
Oh, so
I was gonna
take her off the
ask.
peace tie.
Taking
right.
off the peace tie is one
And-
action.
And you can draw
Ready-
it too.
Drawing the weapon is a separate action, unless you have an iaijutsu technique that allows you to pull and attack with one motion.
All right, so can I make my rolled action?
What is your rolled
to-
action?
Well, flowing water strike against
You don't
this
have
guy.
a ready
He-
weapon.
So 2 actions: peace tie and ready my Wakizashi.
Yep, that's it.
That's
Then
what I was
flowing
going to
water
do as well.
A third action is not in the cards.
But you can move.
You can move 3 spaces.
All right. All right. So I'll get my ready to do flowing water strike on him my next turn.
That sounds great. Naren.
Naren is going to turn back to the Matsu and say, you should get your friend to come help us now. And then move. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Switched air stance. I have a bunch of opportunities still left over from that roll. I don't know what to do with. I guess other characters must receive 2 strife to choose me as a target of their attack and scheme actions until the start of their next turn.
Oh, I need to do something real quick. I'm going to draw an ellipse here. Yes. Within this ellipse, it is obscuring terrain because of a large
Smoke.
Yeah, smoke and debris and stuff like that.
Am I in obscuring terrain due to darkness over here?
Yeah.
This is nice
You
for,
can
for,
shadow
for
jump.
Anagi and myself.
1, 2, 3. One. I guess I should probably stay in the obscuring terrain, but close to him. I can't attack him at range because they made me leave my daggers. Rah! Oh. Maneuver. After perform a strike action. What does being in obscuring terrain do again?
Within 1 hex of obscuring terrain, you get plus 1 TN to hit. Within 2, you get another plus 1, and 3, you're totally invisible. No one can attack you. But let me double check that. Scenes in conflict. Conditions. Terrain. Obscuring. Increase the TN of all attack actions targeting a character within obscuring terrain by 1. A character within the terrain generally cannot see beyond range 2. So you are totally obscured if you're 2 range bands in, but you can see out if you're 2 range bands in. If you're more than 2 range bands in, you can't see out.
Okay, I have a question about because I haven't used it this way before. In fact, I don't think I've ever had a chance to use this skill, even though I've had it for a long time. An opportunity under Heart Piercing Strike says before resolving the effect, move up to 1 range band toward your target.
Yep.
So does that mean if I use Heart Piercing Strike from and I roll and then I have an opportunity, I can move an additional range band toward the target?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, other question. If that movement would end me out of the obscuring fog, would that reduce the TN for that wouldn't increase the TN for the check?
He's not in obscuring terrain.
I'm actually going to be making the strike will not be obscuring terrain?
Yeah. Nobody's in obscuring terrain here, so.
Over there. Okay, I'm just checking. Okay. Then in that case, I'm gonna spend a void and go hard.
All right.
Heart Piercing Strike, Martial Arts Melee, TN4, spend a void. Pepperoni pizza. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, and some opportunity. Okay. Now, weapons deadliness plus bonus successes. I want bonus successes. Okay. So, how I want to do this. I'm sorry this is taking a long time. I've never used this before, and it's kind of complicated because if I mess this up, it's going to be really bad for me and probably for all of us. So I just have to think very carefully about what I'm doing. Tarek, you didn't say his disadvantage, did you?
I haven't gone yet.
Okay. Then I can't reroll anything. Okay, I think I just keep as many things with as much strife as humanly possible because it says plus bonus successes. I'm on fire stance. Strife equals extra bonus successes. So I want to keep 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, keep all 4 of those successes and
keep the opportunity with strife because it'll give me an extra success.
Mm-hmm. But there you go.
Okay, so there's my strife. I move an additional range band by spending the opportunity. I succeed the check. So he takes a critical strike with severity equal to the weapon's deadliness, which is my katana two-handed plus bonus successes. So that is my katana two-handed deadliness 6, 7, 8.
For a katana.
So deadliness 8 increased by bonus successes, which is
0.
3.
You don't have bonus success. Oh,
I'm on fire stance.
you're on fire stance. Okay.
And his fitness check to resist the critical strike is 3.
Yeah, I know.
Or 4 if he's on water, or 4
Or
if
air.
he's on air, 1 if he's on water.
Boom. Boom.
So it should be 3, I think. Ooh,
That's a
lot.
lot of dice. It has a 6 in martial.
Okay. He is going to take a wound. You said, what's the deadliness? 8?
11.
11? Okay. All right. You hit him in the head. Whack! Ah! But that's about it. Heart-piercing strike, the most broken kata in the entire game. Just is. Everybody says it. Everybody's like, heart-piercing strike. Once you get that, there's no other technique you need. That's what you use.
It's the nicest
I've literally never had a chance to use it even
I
once.
know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Now you got it. Works
I
great.
wish we could still click on the names of techniques and see what they were.
Considering I probably just caused him like a
If you
wound
hover-
/ disadvantage, do I get to know what it is?
Nope.
Crystal,
You
you go
hover-
in compendium packs, you click on Shadow Empire, and then you find the technique there.
Yeah. And
No,
if you
I mean
hover
like
over the-
in the chat. You used to be
Yeah.
able to see it straight from the chat.
Yeah, unless it's
Yeah,
on
you
your
use-
own sheet, you can't click on it and see what it is.
Oh, okay. It's not that. It's this. All right. Okay. You do a really great shot to the guy.
Okay.
Next is Young So.
All right, I'm going to switch to water stance.
Okay.
I'm going to undo the peace binding, ready my sword, and then use like a ghost.
That would
Is
be
like
a
a ghost
third
an action?
action. Right?
Well, the like a ghost is a movement action.
As a movement action. So
Okay.
you unpeace tie your sword. You draw your sword. That's 2 actions.
Mhm.
So you can't take a third.
Water stance, you get 1 extra that doesn't require a roll.
You only get
Lock
1
and
action
roll.
around. So
You get a move and an action plus 1 from water stance.
that's right. You can move, which is not an action. It's 3 points of movement. It doesn't count as a movement action. It is just 3 points of movement you get. So like a ghost is not something you can do if you're going to draw your weapon. I know, that's one of the more confusing parts, is that the movement you get every turn isn't a movement action. It's not an action.
So it doesn't count amongst the list?
No.
All right, then I will not draw my weapon. I will go ahead and take that 3 hexes of movement first. Since that is... Allow me to move here. Click on the right thing. Thank you. So I get to there, and then I'll use like a ghost as the actual action
There you go.
to try and get in front of Rancid while still being in obscuring.
You're wanting to get here?
Yep. Without really being noticed for it. And being in obscuring plus using like a ghost, it's highly likely nobody's even going to know I'm right in front of him. Damn it.
Oh. Well,
Well, I might as well keep the 3 opportunity and figure out what I'm going to do with those.
sure.
And I was on watering, so down to here to look through. Oh, I'll use the 2 opportunity to move that range band anyway.
Here you go.
Puts me right there.
All right. Sora.
And I'll use that last one to reduce the strife I just added a little of.
I have so many things I'm gonna do.
Yeah, everybody wants to take 3 actions.
I am switching to water stance, and I'm gonna unpiece tie my katana and draw it and scooch on up.
All right. And Kurnagi.
Okay, Kuranagi's going to use her bond with Naurin to inform her that Yoimachi is overconfident.
Okay.
Use that to your advantage.
Can I drop the strife from that?
Sure.
Thank you.
Rancid is overconfident. If you break it up one into
That's
2
overconfidence, one word.
not as an action, so it's not an action to take.
Damn those compound words.
I'll move to here. There. And then I will I want to do something, but I don't want to get caught doing it.
You're in the shadows, right?
Okay, I'm going to
If you do it in the obscuring terrain, I don't know if we'll be able to see it.
I need to see how this works. Deadly Sting. Okay, I'm going to target Rancid Yoimachi
Okay.
with Deadly Sting. I will put it in chat for you. To chat. Does that work?
Yep.
Yeah.
I am going to apply poison on my on a shuriken, which is a concealed weapon.
Okay.
I will be putting noxious poison, which will increase the deadliness of the weapon by 4.
Okay.
And I will send this off.
You have to ready your shuriken, so you can't pull them out and attack at the same time unless that's a
Concealable weapon I believe it can be drawn. As
I was
part
gonna
of-
say,
maybe
I think
concealed
concealed-
allows you to do
yeah.
that. Let me just check.
Concealed
It
ones
does,
like
it does, 'cause
daggers
I
and
use it all the
shuriken.
time on my
Concealed weapon
What do
can be
you-
drawn more quickly in combat as part of an attack action. Okay, you're good.
Yeah.
Then why does it say
Right.
readied in the description? Weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can just do that then. That's perfectly fine.
Okay, Deadly Sting.
Go for it.
Targeting Yoimachi. And then go.
Ooh, nice. Some exploders.
In 3, though.
You just gotta get one of those to explode.
Good chance still. Aw, so much opportunity though.
Damn it.
Good. Boy needs to do his things. He's got things that are going to happen.
Hey, at least you can use the opportunities with Deadly Sting to move even closer to him.
I don't have the instant success. That sucks.
No, you can't. He's on air stance. Water stance lets you move closer.
No, that's an opportunity on this move.
Oh, okay, cool.
It says
Yeah, I
move
will
one
move
range
one range band
band
closer.
for an opportunity.
Actually, I'm gonna move one range band closer to them.
Oh,
No,
really?
I'm just gonna move back.
You
Sure.
knew his disadvantage. Couldn't you have spent a void to reroll some dice?
Oh, can I?
How
You
is-
spend a void and you can exploit a target's disadvantage.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you know it. I can do it without spending a void.
But-
You have to spend a void.
But it would let me re-roll dice.
It would let you
but
re-roll
I can't
2
re-roll
dice.
dice after
after he's already done it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Next
So-
time.
Next time I will keep that in mind because that is a very good point.
All right.
Okay. Shit.
You can move.
Okay.
Move wherever you want.
I'm gonna move back. I'm going to spend the rest of my opportunity
Yeah.
in combat to increase the next TN of a martial arts ranged weapon attack targeting me by 2, and I will keep extra opportunity on my next martial skill check.
Write that down and keep it close in your notes, because we are done for today. The NPCs will counterattack next time on Shadow Empire. Woo! It's a 2 XP game.
And then die.
It's a 2 XP game.
I didn't use my auto success, so I get a void back.
You get a void
Yay.
back. That is correct. Bingo cards. Oh, you know what I forgot to
used
do?
adversity disad.
You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to give y'all points.
Yeah, the hogs.
So, everybody gave the American people an order of what to do. Sasha, you said go Mpreg. I love that. 3 points. Tarek said be gay, do crimes. I mean, that's fine. It's derivative of a meme. We're gonna give that 2 points. It's still good.
It's
Matt
not
said,
a meme, it's a motto.
Matt said go have fun. 1 point.
And stop listening to these crazy people.
Yeah, negative points at that point.
No, he can have his own. He can have his own mind. I'm not going to give away subtract points for somebody speaking their mind, but still,
Well,
it was not.
mentally.
It was not a clever thing, and I'm looking for clever here. James, you said
Legalize weed and give your cats catnip.
yeah, 2 points, and Crystal, you said
Free the nipple.
free the nip. 3 points.
5 points.
3 points for freeing the nip. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Mark Sling, for the $5. Everybody, say goodbye. Goodbye.